Okay, travel professionals, you are about 1 month into wave season. And if you want to know how to boost your quarter 1 or wave season engagement on your social media, watch this episode. Welcome to the Social Takeoff Podcast, a podcast for travel professionals who are ready to use social media to help their business take off. I'm Kelli Hay-Smith, your host. I'm travel agent turned social media marketer who now works with multiple 7-figure travel agencies to help them infuse strategy and create a target social plan. I'll be sharing all of the tips and tricks of the trade, as well as content ideas and trends that you should be using to help grow your travel business. Let's get started. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Social Takeoff Podcast. I am so glad you're back today. Y'all, we are diving into quarter 1, or what we call in the travel industry, wave season. And what I want you to know is that as you go through this year, your engagement for your social media is going to be even more important than it has been in the past. Engagement builds community, and all of the social platforms are really prioritizing that community aspect, or social, right? It's supposed to be social media. We're supposed to be being social and engaging with people on these platforms. They are really prioritizing that social piece of the puzzle on your social media platforms. And so as we are going through this, and quarter 1 is so important, wave season is so important for travel professionals, that I want to make sure that you're getting the most engagement that you possibly can during this time. And so what I want to talk about today is how to boost your engagement during quarter 1 or during wave season so that you can see the biggest impact from your social channels. So we're going to go into 3 ways that you can boost your engagement this quarter 1 and really talk about how to put that into practice. Okay, so let's dig right in. Number 1, and listen, this isn't the most important, but it is equally important as anything else, and it's something that you're going to have to push yourself on, because it is showing up more on video. That's right. Video is king. Listen, I am not telling you that posts are dead. I'm not telling you that carousels are dead. I am telling you that showing up on video is going to boost your engagement. Let's break down into why showing up on video will boost your engagement. Number 1, when people see your face and hear your voice, they feel like they know you. Fun story. I was at Disney World in October with my family, and I had taken B, my 5-year-old, into the bathroom. And as I was exiting the bathroom, I had someone come up behind me and be like, hey, Kelli. And she was waving, and I'm like, hey, how are you? And we were walking out, and she finished and she walked out. And as she walked by me, she said, I know that I just freaked you out. I'm sorry. I follow you on Instagram, and I just feel like you're a friend. Listen, they feel like they know you. And when they know you, they can trust you. They like you. That is what video does. And it's also going to help them engage with you. It's a lot more engaging and conversational to talk to people who you're seeing their face. You're hearing them talk to you. That is a lot more conversational than just seeing post after post after post after post. So that is one of the reasons that people engage more with video. The other thing is, listen, algorithms like video. YouTube is tied to Google, which is SEO based. So it's going to help your SEO as you do that. Instagram loves when you use all features. And so when I say video, I don't just mean showing up in Reels or TikToks, but I mean showing up also on YouTube, but then also live, whether it's Facebook or Instagram Live. Show up live, show your face on stories, show up as many places as you can on video. Here's a bonus way to boost that engagement. When you're showing up on Reels and stories, use the engagement stickers. In December, I did an entire series on how to use every single engagement sticker in Instagram in your posts, on your stories, right? So like there's polls, there's the slide bar, there's questions, all of those are there. So you can go find those on Instagram if you need ways to show up on video and use those stickers. But go use those stickers. That's a bonus. So Reels right now is giving you these like achievements. So if you create more than 2 Reels in a week, you get an achievement. And using a trending audio, you get an achievement. And using their engagement stickers on Reels is another achievement. Do you know what that tells me? It tells me they are watching and they want you to do that. So it's going to help push that out. And also, every single time that someone uses that engagement sticker, it boosts your engagement and only helps more people see your content. So the other thing that engagement does, and you want to boost your engagement during quarter one, during wave season, another thing that engagement does is it tells you what your audience and your potential followers. I'm always going to say that. Anytime I say your audience, what I mean by that is your potential followers, or not potential followers. Lottie day, y'all, take me back a minute. When every time I say audience, I also mean potential clients. When your potential clients answer a question or ask a question or vote on a poll or vote on one of the quizzes, you see what they want to see. You understand what they want, what they need. And so it's going to help you create more engaging content for them down the road. But it also boosts your engagement because people are actually engaging. Guess what? FYI, this is all over those posts on Instagram that I was talking about. But y'all, you can engage on your own stories and on your own reels. You can type in your own questions. You can vote on your own polls, all of those things. That also counts as engagement. So do it, have your friends do it. It's going to entice other people to do it as well. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the second thing that you can do to boost your engagement, and we were kind of getting into this on the other one, is to teach people how to interact with your content. Teach people how to interact. Now, what do I mean by that? We teach our audience or our, say it with me, potential clients how to interact with our content. The way that we do that is by engaging back with them. So making sure that when they comment, we reply to those comments with more engagement. It's going to teach them how to answer that or how to do that. When we post a poll, sharing the results and talking about those results is going to teach them even more how we want them to interact. And maybe the most important is when we use that question box. I get this all the time. When you use that question box on your stories and crickets, right? Nobody posts a question. You go post a question. You go post a response. Post 100 questions or 100 responses. It doesn't matter. Nobody can see who posted the question unless you want them to. And so you can share that question, answer that question without anyone knowing it was you that posted it. So if you are asking something specific, like what questions do you have about cruising with Royal Caribbean, you can put the questions in that you would want your potential clients to ask you and then get on there and answer them. And so the next time you post that question box, your followers or your potential clients know the kind of questions that you want them to ask or the kind of questions that you're going to answer, and it's going to entice them to do that more. All right, this is going to be a short episode, but the third way to boost your engagement in quarter one or wave season is for you to engage. Now, this is going to be a soapbox for me for a minute, so I'm just going to tell you. One of my agency, my digital marketing agency's mission in 2023 is to help our clients be more engaging on social media. And I don't mean be more engaging using their calls, like using calls to action or getting people to engage on their content. I mean my clients to go engage in other people's content. We are going to be offering that as a service where my team actually goes and engages as the brand on other people's content, because the more you engage with other people's content, the more people's content will be engaged with you. Again, these are social media platforms. The entire purpose of these platforms is for you to be social. They want to see that you are engaging. If you are posting and ghosting, meaning you're only there to post, even if you're replying to comments on yours, but you are never on anybody else's content, it is going to kind of ding you, if you will, in the algorithm. Yeah, but even more than that, one of the best ways to get your name out there is to engage on other people's content. So I've got a couple strategies for you to use as you go through 2023. I hope that engaging and engagement will become a strategy for you. And I've talked about this before. What is your end game? That means how do you want people to engage with your content? What do you want to happen from your content? But let's talk about that as a whole, as a social media profile. What is your end game? And to get you to that end game, you're going to have more engagement than just people engaging with your content. You're going to have to get out there and engage with other people's content. So what does that look like and how can you create strategies? Let's talk about that. Number one, you can set a timer. I mean, that's a little like structured, but like if you want to set a timer for 10 or 15 minutes and go on and comment on people's content who have engaged with you in the past, whether it's somebody who has DM'd you before, or they've asked you a question about a trip, or they've commented about a trip. I'd love to go there, whatever. Go engage on their content. Don't go over there and say something salesy. Go over there and be interested in their life because you're trying to build community. I've said it before. I really believe one of the biggest trends of 2023 in social media is going to be an emphasis on community. And in order to build a community, you have to show interest in other people. And I don't mean fake interest. If you are going on somebody's social media profile to comment and just say something simply to either gain a follow or like try to be salesy, don't do it. But if you are really and truly trying to build a community and show interest in other people, then go comment on their stuff. That adorable picture that they just posted of their kid and their first birthday cake or whatever it is, comment on their stories or reply to their stories, send the message under stories. But you can keep up with who is engaging with you and make sure you're engaging with them. Be interested. They remember, in order for them to book with you, they need to know you, like you, and trust you. And in order to get to know you, they can't just get to know you. They have to see that you also want to get to know them. Remember, when people are handing over the trip planning aspect, that is an intimate process. Like, you are in their memories. It's number one, a big budget item, and number two, it is something that they treasure, these memories that they are treasuring, and they are entrusting you to handle that, and they need to get to know you, and they need to know that you care about getting to know them. And in order to do that, the engagement is essential. Okay, so that is one of the ways that you can engage. Another way to engage is also going to vendors' accounts. So I'm going to use Disney as an example. I've told you this before. I use Disney a lot of times as examples because I'm an AP and I love Disney and I know it really well, but it's also a really easy place to give examples for, and so many of you all do Disney. So Disney, when Disney Parks posts something on Instagram, there are hundreds, if not thousands of comments with questions underneath the post. And almost never does anybody from Disney ever reply. So they've got all these questions on their Instagram post and nobody's replying. What better way for you to engage with potential clients than to help answer their questions? Not in a salesy way. You do not need to answer it with, I can help you plan that trip. Literally serve them. Give them an answer. And then if they're interested, they're going to come follow you, seek you out. You have built a rapport with them because you have already given them a reason to trust you. Now they need to come and see if they, build on that trust and get to know you and like you. And so leading them back there. So that's a really good way as well to begin that relationship, is to go seek out the vendors. And all of the vendors have accounts. Some are bigger than others. Very few of them reply back. You can follow hashtags in niches that you are interested in, and look for keywords, right? You want to find what keywords are? Go to Pinterest and search, put something in and see what auto-populates. Whatever auto-populates is what is heavily searched. And see what people are saying. Look what people are searching for. Find your niche, your genre of travel planning, and then go answer questions people are asking. It's a great way to build a rapport and get your name out there. Another way of engagement is actually going to be ending up on Facebook groups. Now, I am going to preface this with, do not join a Facebook group with the intention to be there solely as a salesperson. If you are not in the Facebook group, wherever you are, if it's a mom's group or a homeschool group or whatever it is, do not be in there solely to sell to someone. If you are not there for a genuine, how do I say this? If you're not there for a genuine, like, relationship or a genuine, like, concern for their interest, then just don't do this. But if you truly want to be an asset and help network your business, these groups, there's mom groups in your area for no doubt, different things. If you plan allergy-friendly travel, then go to allergy-friendly groups. And when people start asking questions, answer them. Do not answer them with, I'm a travel agent, I can help you do that. Don't do that. People are going to turn off. You're probably going to get blocked from groups. Answer their questions. Have conversations with them. You are not going to build trust by trying to sell them something. You are going to build trust with them by genuinely helping them with their problem. They are much more likely to book trips with you if you are genuinely helping them with their problem. But that is a good way to get there. One other way to get more engagement, to drum up more engagement, is to make sure that your friends and family and past clients know to tag you. So I tell this story all the time. I have not been a travel agent for, it is now 2023. I have not been a travel agent for 3 years, and I did not book a trip in 2020 after March 1st. So everything that I had booked in 2020 was before March 1st. So I haven't really booked anything since February of 2020. I haven't had clients travel since February of 2020. But to this day, I still get tagged in posts when people are asking questions about Disney. Yes, we still visit. Yes, they still see me talking about travel agent things because of what I do now. But I did a really good job up front of training my friends and my family of knowing what I did so that when someone asked a question, I would get tagged with, hey, ask Kelli Smith, she knows, right? Ask Kelli Hay Smith, she knows. And I would get tagged in all of those things. And so that is another way to boost engagement for your page, is to be sure that your friends and family know anytime someone is asking a question about travel, they can tag you for help, right? That is a great way to boost engagement to your page and boost that. So you can use social media in so many ways to get that. And the more people tag you, the more your engagement goes up. And the more you interact with people, the more your engagement is going to go up. And that's going to help you this entire wave season, this entire year. All right, y'all. I will be right back here Friday for 5 Things Friday. And then I'll see you next week, or you'll hear me next week for another new episode. Next week's February, so let's see what we get into. Also, don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, or if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you hit subscribe and ring the bell so that you can get notified whenever a new video goes up. Leave a review. I would love that. And comment with any questions. And let's talk about how you're trying to boost your engagement in Q1. I'll talk to y'all soon.